See, this is the Indian subcontinent and this is the Kushan Empire. So as you can see, these are some of the important cities of Kushan Empire, that is Purushapura, Mathura, Varanasi, Patliputra, Khotan and Bactria. Purushapura is modern day Peshawar. So as you can see, the extension of the Kushan Empire. So this was a empire which came from the Kushan dynasty, which was a Central Asian tribe, and it was UHE tribe. So from here the Kushan Empire came into beginning. So now we'll learn about the different kings of the Kushan Empire and their contribution to the Indian subcontinent and the history of India. So now let's start. So this I have shown you the map, and now let's look at the kings of the Kushan Empire. So these were mainly the Central Asian people of the UHE tribe. So now let's see. So the first king. Yeah. So the Kushan dynasty, spanning from the 1st to 3rd century CE, witnessed the reign of several notable kings who left a lasting impact on Central Asia and northern India. So there were several notable kings, and this dynasty ruled from 1st to 3rd century. It was a Central Asian tribe, UHE tribe, and the first founder of this dynasty was Kujula Cadphises. So you can name him as Kujula also. So first king was Kujula Cadphises, and he is credited with founding the Kushan Empire around 30 CE. He unified 5 UAZ tribes, that is 5 different UAZ tribes, and expanded his territory into the Parthian domains. He defeated the Indo-Parthians and established his domain in the northwestern borders of India. So Kujula Cadphises established the foundation for Kushan dominance over strategic trade routes, particularly the Silk Road, which facilitated commerce and cultural exchange between the east and the west. So Kujula Cadphises was the founder of the Kushan dynasty, and he grabbed control over the northwestern borders of the India. His empire extended from to the Jhelum River, Persia to the Jhelum River, and he founded the empire around 30 CE. He unified 5 USD tribes, and due to this, the Kushan Empire was came into being. So this is all about Kujula Cadphises, and he is a very important ruler because he is the founder of the Kushan dynasty. So now let's look which were the rulers after that. So Vima Takto, he is not a very important ruler. So I have given you the notes. Vima Takto, also known as Vima Cadphises, is succeeded his father Kujula Cadphises. Actually, in history, it is known that Vima Cadphises too was the grandson of Kujula Cadphises. So he also extended his empire, and after extension, this empire now expanded into the Gangetic Valley and till Mathura. So Kujula Cadphises had Purushapura, that is present day Peshawar, as well as Mathura as his capitals, whereas Kujula Cadphises, his grandfather, his capital was Kabul. And after that, Vima Cadphises had expanded the empire further from the borders of northwestern India into the Gangetic Valley, and he grabbed control over some of the important cities of the Gangetic Valley, and his capitals were Purushapura, that is present day Peshawar, and Mathura. He also minted coins, gold coins in his name, and this was the first time that gold coins was minted by some king in the Indian subcontinent. So Vima Cadphises is famous for the minting of gold coins, and during his reign, trade and commerce flourished in the Indian subcontinent because the Kushan dynasty was connected to the Roman Empire and the Middle East and the Central Asia through the global Silk Route. So a lot of trade happened between the two empires. After this, Kanishk the Great ascended the throne in 78 AD, and he was a great ruler, and he ruled from 127 to 150 CE. Under his leadership, Kushan Empire reached its zenith,
expanding its territory to encompass parts of modern-day India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. Kanishk was a patron of Buddhism and convened the Fourth Buddhist Council in Kashmir, which led to the compilation and translation of Buddhist scriptures, as well as this led to the division of Buddhism into Hinayan and Mahayana sects. So this was the Fourth Buddhist Council, and Kanishk is one of the greatest rulers of India as well as the Kushan Empire. So he expanded the Kushan Empire further into the Gangetic Valley till Patliputra and Gaya, and these were some of the important cities. Patliputra, Mathura, and Peshawar were some of the important cities during his reign. He also defeated the Malwa king Chatasana and expanded the empire in the Malwa region. So his empire extended into the present day countries of India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. And Kanishk was also a great patron of Buddhism. So he convened the Fourth Buddhist Council also, in which there was a division of Buddhism into Hinayan and Mahayana sects, as well as compilation and translation of Buddhist scriptures. So he fought many wars, and after he became old and sick, some of his soldiers killed him. So he was assassinated by some of his soldiers by setting fire to his tent. After this, there were many kings in the Kushan Empire. Some of the kings were Huvishka as well as Vasudev. Vasudev was one of the last rulers of Kanishk Empire. So as we know, if we consider Huvishka, following Kanishka's reign, Huvishka ascended to the throne and continued to promote Buddhism and support Buddhist institutions. He expanded Kushan influence further into northern India and Central Asia. Huvishka's rule saw the continuation of Gandhara art and the minting of coins that featured Buddhist imagery, symbolizing the empire's cultural and religious diversity. And if we consider, this was Huvishka, and if we consider go back to Kanishk, so during his period, form of art known as Gandhara art flourished in the Kushan Indian subcontinent as well as the Kushan Empire. So this was a mixture of the Roman art with the Greek as well as the Indian style of art, in which Buddhist sculptures and images were made. So this was known as Gandhara art. After that, after Kanishk, Huvishka became the king. We already know about it. And after that, Vasudev was one of the last kings of this empire. So Vasudev I was the last prominent Kushan ruler during the latter part of the 2nd century CE. His reign marked a period of political and economic instability for the Kushan Empire, as it faced external pressures from neighboring powers such as the Sasanians and the Guptas. So after this, the Kushan Empire shrinked in size and became a small empire in the Central Asia, in the northwestern part of Afghanistan, in the northwestern part of India, or you can say Afghanistan and Pakistan. Some parts of it shrink to some parts of Pakistan and Afghanistan, present day Pakistan and Afghanistan. And after that, it was divided into two parts, and some of the other dynasties such as the Huns captured the Kushan Empire. So Vasudev I was one of the last prominent kings of the Kushan Empire, and despite these challenges, Vasudev I continued to uphold the empire's multicultural heritage and religious tolerance. But after Vasudev I, there were no prominent kings, and the Kushan Empire collapsed and shrinked. So the conclusion is that the Kushan dynasty produced a succession of influential kings who left an indelible mark on the history of Central Asia and Northern India. From Kujula Cadphises, the founder of empire, to Kanishk the Great, whose reign represented the peak of Kushan power and cultural achievement. So this was some of the major prominent things that Kushans have done for India, and hope you found this video informational, and you have to learn about all the kings of this empire. So first you have to take in mind that this empire continued from 1st to 3rd century CE. Then the important kings, that is Kujula Cadphises, his grandson Vima Taktor Vima Cadphises, Kanishk the Great, and Huvishka, as well as Vasudev I, the last prominent ruler, and their contributions to the political, economic, financial, as well as cultural contributions. So hope you found this video informational. I will see you in the next video.